Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Islamic friends, have you ever imagined what the life of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was like? What are the objects he uses every day? And what's more interesting, are there any items left by the Prophet that we can still see today? As Muslims, we not only love the Prophet through his teachings and sunnah, but we also feel very close if we can see directly the objects that were touched by his hands. His robe, sword, sandals, even a strand of his hair are still preserved today. These items are not just historical relics, but also silent witnesses to the life of the Prophet, which was full of simplicity, struggle, and wisdom. In this video, we will explore 10 relics of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, which still exist and are stored with great respect in various holy places, such as the Topkapi Museum in Turkey, Kashmir in India, and several other locations in the world. Prepare yourselves, because we will explore the past and feel close to the Prophet Muhammad through these historical objects. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe so you don't miss interesting content about Islamic history. One, the robe of the Prophet Muhammad, clothing of simplicity and blessings. We start with one of the most valuable relics, the robe or mantle of the Prophet Muhammad. The Prophet's clothes were never excessive. In many hadiths, it is mentioned that the Prophet preferred simple clothes, usually white or brown. This robe reflects the Prophet's simplicity and humility in everyday life. This robe is kept with great respect in the Topkapi Museum, Istanbul, Turkey, and is only exhibited at certain times, especially during the month of Ramadan. This robe teaches us one important thing. Islam does not teach luxury, but teaches simplicity and blessings in everything we have. 2. The hair of the Prophet Muhammad, proof of the love of Muslims. Did you know that some strands of the Prophet's hair still exist today? In the past, after the Prophet shaved his hair, his companions rushed to collect strands of his hair because of their extraordinary love. Now, this hair is stored in several places, such as the Topkapi Museum, the Hazrat Bal Mosque in Kashmir, and several places in Egypt and Pakistan. This hair is real evidence of how great the love of Muslims is for the Prophet Muhammad. 3. The swords of the Prophet Muhammad, symbol of Islamic struggle. The Prophet Muhammad had several swords that were used in various wars. Among the swords that still exist today, there are some that are very famous. Al-Ma'thur, the first sword of the Prophet inherited from his father, Abdullah. Du al-Faqar, sword used in the Battle of Badr, which was later given to Sayyidina Ali. Al-Batar, a sword obtained from the Jews and engraved with the names of previous prophets. These swords are now well preserved in the Topkapi Museum, Turkey. 4. Prophet Muhammad's staff, symbol of wisdom and leadership. A stick is one of the objects often used by the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. This cane is not just a walking aid, but is also often used when the Prophet ﷺ preached and gave directions to his friends. In Islamic history, sticks also symbolize leadership and wisdom. The Prophet ﷺ often held it when speaking in front of his people, as a sign of authority and depth of knowledge. Today, the stick, which is believed to have belonged to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, is still stored neatly in the Topkapi Museum, Turkey, and is one of the most revered relics. 5. Prophet Muhammad's Mohor seal, symbol of Islamic leadership. At the time of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the Mohor seal was used to sign important letters. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam has a ring-shaped mohor stamp with the words Muhammad Rasul Allah arranged in 3 lines, Muhammad Apostle Allah. This seal was used to certify letters sent to world leaders such as the Roman Emperor and Persian Emperor. Until now, this famous seal is still stored in the Topkapi Museum, Turkey, as clear evidence of the leadership of the Prophet Muhammad in spreading Islam. 6. Sandals, kasut, of the Prophet Muhammad, symbol of simplicity. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam's sandals are one of the objects that reflect the simplicity of his life. It is said that the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam had a pair of sandals made of simple leather. If any part was damaged, the Prophet himself would sew it up. Today, a pair of sandals that are believed to have belonged to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam are still well kept in the Topkapi Museum, Turkey, and are a very valuable relic for Muslims. 7. Flag of the Prophet, Liwa al-Hamd, symbol of Islamic glory. Flags have an important role in warfare, including during the time of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. One of the famous flags is the Liwa al-Hamd, which was used as a sign of the Prophet's leadership on the battlefield. This flag symbolizes the unity of Muslims and victory over enemies. Today, the flag, which is believed to belong to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, is still stored in the Topkapi Museum, Turkey. 8. Water container and cup of the Prophet Muhammad, simple but full of blessings. As a human being, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam also had eating and drinking utensils. One of the relics that is still preserved today is the cup used by the Prophet to drink. This cup is made from simple materials, but is a symbol of simplicity and blessings in the life of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Currently, several cups believed to have been used by the Prophet are still stored in the Topkapi Museum, Turkey. 9. Letters of the Prophet, evidence of dawah throughout the world. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam not only preached to the people of Mecca and Medina, but also sent letters to world leaders, inviting them to convert to Islam. Some of the original letters that are still preserved today are letters sent to the Roman Emperor, the Persian Maharaja, and the King of Egypt. These letters show the wisdom of the Prophet in spreading Islam through diplomacy. Currently, some of the original letters of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam are still stored in museums in Turkey and Saudi Arabia. 10. A straw of the Prophet Muhammad's beard, a respected heritage. As a form of love for the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the companions used to keep several strands of his hair and beard after shaving them. To this day, a piece of the Prophet's beard is still kept in several places, including the Topkapi Museum in Turkey and Kashmir in India. Even though it is just a beard, this relic has enormous spiritual value for Muslims because it was once part of the body of the most noble human in the world. Islamic friends, seeing the legacy of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, makes us miss His Majesty even more. Even though we never met him in person, these objects are silent witnesses to the life of the most noble man in the world. However, the most important thing is not just seeing the physical remains, but how we live the sunnah of the Prophet in our daily lives. The Prophet did not leave wealth or wealth, but left the Quran and sunnah as life guides for all of us. Hopefully, this video will increase our love for the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam and further inspire us to emulate his morals. Of all these relics, which one would you most like to see in person? Write your thoughts in the comments column. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe so you don't miss other interesting content about Islamic history. Thank you for watching. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Before I conclude, please allow me to sincerely apologize if in this presentation there were any words that were inappropriate or unintentional mistakes. As a human, I am certainly not free from errors. May Allah forgive all my shortcomings and mistakes, and I hope that you all can forgive me as well. My hope is that what has been conveyed today can become beneficial knowledge and bring us closer to His pleasure. Thank you for your attention and patience.